Eggs Benedict is a breakfast favorite in restaurants all over the country. It is certainly my favorite at brunch, and that is what we're cooking today. And you are gonna love it. Let's cook. First, let's get organized. The French call this mise en place, and all mise en place is having the tools and ingredients that you need right in front of you. Cooking is always about ingredients, time, and temperature. So let's talk about ingredients. First, you're gonna need eggs, the freshest that you can find, and it helps if they are organic. Now, how do you know your eggs are fresh? Well, typically, eggs can be sold for up to 3 weeks after packaged. So I'm gonna give you a tip. Each carton has a label with a bunch of numbers and information. There's a 3-digit number that corresponds to the actual day that the eggs were packaged using the Julian calendar. And the way it works is this, is 001, that would be the very first day of the year, January 1st. 365 is December 31st, and everything in between. So how do you know? You can Google it and say, just put the number, and it'll tell you actually what day they were packaged. This one says 251, and that means September 7th. Next is English muffins. This company, Thomas, actually invented the English muffin. Guess what? The English muffin is not English. It is American. Actually, they were sold in England as American muffins. It was invented here by an Englishman. So Thomas is the original. Another ingredient is Canadian bacon. Canadian bacon is not Canadian, and it's not bacon. It's just ham that is smoked like bacon. It is center cut ham. So you can look for Canadian bacon, or you can try a nice piece of smoked ham also. It works the same. Another ingredient is Hollandaise sauce, which is one of the 5 mother sauces in classic French cooking. And all that is an emulsion of egg yolks and clarified butter. I'm gonna show you how to make it. So we'll prep all the ingredients, put them in what we call our conga line, just in the order we're gonna use them to make life easier. Remember, mise en place is less stress. Let's prep it. So while the butter's warming up, let's do some shoutouts. These are the people that are cooking our food, taking pictures, and letting us know about it. You should try it. Joseph Valero did the coco vin, and his mom couldn't believe it. Little sis Kiriana in Spain did the salmon and the fried rice. Yum. My brother Hugo with his son Little Hugo as the sous chef, they both did the coco vin. Kathy did the surf and turf pasta, the taco trifecta, and the salmon again, and again. Patricia Saher did the Spanish omelette, tortilla de papas. And our daughter Isabela Gonzalez also did the Spanish omelette. Great job. We get so excited when we see you cooking. Keep it up. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create a reduction of vinegar, the shallots, and the peppercorns. We're just gonna boil that down until it's actually almost dry. Then we're gonna strain it into the bowl where we're gonna beat the egg yolks. I also have a pan with about an inch of water that is simmering slowly. We're gonna use that as a bain-marie or a double boiler where we're gonna beat the egg yolks to cook them to a temperature of about 160 degrees to make them safe. And then after that's done, we are gonna add the clarified butter very slowly to create that emulsion, which is the Hollandaise sauce. Hollandaise sauce, it's like a warm mayonnaise. This is starting to dry up. And we're gonna get very, very dry to a point the French call sec. You can see here, it's almost dry. We're gonna pass it through a colander. This vinegar is what gives Hollandaise its very particular taste. And most people skip this part. They just add lemon, and that's just butter with lemon. This makes a difference. And now for the bain-marie. Bain-marie in Spanish is baño de Maria. In French, bain-marie is like Marie's bath. In English, it's a double boiler. We're gonna add a tablespoon of water to get the emulsion started. Egg yolks have a substance in them called lecithin, which is an emulsifier. Okay, so now we're just gonna put it in here and start doing this to cook the eggs. Gonna add the vinegar reduction. By the way, you don't have to whip it like that. You can do a figure 8 and it works just the same. If you keep on stirring, it will resist a way higher temperature than if you don't. If your eggs overcook a little bit, you can remove the hard parts or the cooked parts with a strainer if you need to. And now you can see the bottom and there's a steady stream falling off the whip there, so that means it's done. I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of lemon juice. And we're gonna start adding the clarified butter very little at a time. And now we're gonna correct the consistency with water. Just a little bit of water at a time. A little more. It starts getting a lot lighter in color. I think I want a little bit more watery there. Okay, salt and cayenne pepper. See the consistency? Goes to spoon nicely. And we try it. A little bit of salt. And a little bit of more lemon juice. Okay. We're gonna create a vortex, like a tornado in the water. Gently drop the egg in the middle. It's been 3 minutes. And I think we're good. So we're gonna put this one in the ice cold water bath. Here we go again. In with the eggs. 2 this time. And you can throw them right on top of each other. They have this protected layer that just keeps them separate. Set the timer, 3 minutes, perfect, gentle simmer. You kind of get used to the feel that you want. You see this part here? We're just gonna cut that off. See? The poached eggs are done. We're gonna warm them up in the same water we cooked them in. And mine was a little cloudy, so I just took it out and have some new warm water here just to warm it up for 30 seconds. Do a little bit of searing, a little bit of color for the ham. Doing the taste test. We're gonna find out which is better. I just want to give it some color. That's it. And now I'm going to show you how to fix your sauce if it sits too long. You will see here how it got all nasty. You see that? This water is already simmering. Put it on top of the water and you can see how yucky it looks. And just add a little bit of this cold water, a little bit at a time. Make sure it absorbs the water, because this is what's gonna help you with your emulsion. After doing this, you should taste for salt again and lemon. You see how it's starting to come back? Proper sauce consistency. That's gonna coat that egg perfectly. We're just gonna toast the bread and start assembling. We are ready to plate English muffins. They were toasted already. Nice thick ham, and this one has 2 Canadian bacon. We're gonna put this eggs in warm water for about 30 seconds. Should be ready. Try to drain it as much as possible. And spoon it. Sweet paprika. Some parsley. Finally, the moment I'm always waiting for. Taste test. Just look at this. It's just, oh, it looks so pretty. Let me try it. This is the thick ham. This is the Canadian bacon. I don't know if you can see all this yolk. How nice and runny it is. And the white is perfectly set. This is why this is my favorite breakfast. Oh man. Perfect. Let me try the ham, the thick ham. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. How that egg runs. Oh. This one's better. Oh my. This is so good. I'm gonna ask Joanna to taste it while I'm gonna crack open some champagne.
Okay, now I get to taste this deliciousness. My mouth has been watering as I've been watching him prepare it, because I'm doing camera today. Looks perfect. Fantastic. The hollandaise is amazing. I think every component of this dish, runny egg yolk, this is amazing.
Yummy dance.
I have to agree with you. I think ham was really good.
Way better. So, champagne goes. Pop!
Yay! My favorite. For me, it's perfectly cooked when the yolk is runny and the white is set. That to me is perfection. And babe, if I could grade you, I would give you a 100 and 5 bonus points.
And this is that same amount, and the rest is orange juice, and this is mimosa classic brunch drink. This is so good.
It's hard to find another word.
Cheers. Let me tell you, find some hickory smoked piece of ham like this one and forget about the Canadian bacon. Way better. This dish is more about assembly than anything else, and a little bit of timing. But because we chose to use a cold water bath for the eggs, you can cook 20 of them if you want. Just put them in the bath, and when you're ready to serve, just put them for 30 seconds in the water, and it's all done. You toast your bread, your ham is ready, and just assembly. The only tricky part here is the sauce, because it will break if it's not warm enough, but if it gets too hot, the fat will separate. So there's a tricky balance there. What I wanted to do, and I actually did buy a thermos, and that's probably what you can do at home, but I didn't want to, just complicate things more for you, and I wanted to show you what you can do if the sauce starts to break because of lack of temperature. So you just put up the temperature a little bit, add a little bit of water, and it will come back to consistency. I'm telling you, it was delicious. And it will be delicious for you too. You need to try it. And the beautiful thing is that 12 eggs is $4. You can mess it up with 2 or 3 or 4. It's okay. Just do the swirl, use your timer, use your thermometer, and you will be successful. Okay, 4 things. Subscribe, hit like, share with your friends, and
cook it.
cook it. I promise you, you will enjoy the process. And once you taste that, you're gonna say, oh my God, thank you guys. It was delicious. And guess what? Next week, we're going back to Spain for some tapas. We're gonna do garlic shrimp, gambas al ajillo, and fried potatoes with a beautiful spicy sauce they call salsa brava. It's gonna be delicious. Come back and see us.
Cheers.